Hey, I just saw the acceptance letter on the counter. You did it, Jenna! You got in! That's amazing! I know how much time you spent studying, how stressed you were about interviews, and now here you are. I really am proud of you.
Why are you texting me right now? I am literally at a party, like surrounded by people. Loud music. I don't need a weird mom speech in my texts.
Oh, I didn't mean to bother you. I couldn't hold it in. You've worked so hard. I thought you deserved to hear it from me directly, but I'll keep it short, I promise.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess. If that's all, I'm kinda busy.
One more thing. I was thinking maybe we could talk about move-in weekend. I know it's a little ways out, but I thought maybe your dad and I could come with you. Help set up your dorm, get you settled, maybe grab lunch afterward.
Wait, why would you come? I don't want you at my college. That's my space, not yours.
Oh, I wasn't trying to take over anything. I just thought it might be helpful. It's a big transition, and I wanted to support you. That's all.
I didn't ask for that. I don't need it. I don't want you there. I don't want people thinking you're my mom or something, because you're not. Seriously, I'm going to medical school. You never even went to college. What could you possibly understand about any of this? You just stay home and play house. That's it.
That's not really fair, Jenna. I may not have a degree, but I've worked hard. I've helped keep this house running, supported your dad, supported you, whether you noticed or not.
Oh, here we go. The I do so much behind the scenes speech. Look, Grandma always told me people who didn't go to college, they just weren't trying hard enough. She says people like that drag others down, and she's right.
I know your grandmother values education, and she's entitled to that. But education doesn't make someone better than anyone else. It doesn't decide their worth. Everyone walks a different path. I took mine, you're taking yours. That doesn't make either of us less.
Well, maybe you think that, but Grandma says if someone like you paid for my college, she'd never stop laughing. Like, she'd actually be embarrassed for me.
Is that how you feel too?
Come on, like you were actually gonna pay. You don't even work. You're just there, floating around the house like some sad little extra. Dad probably just lets you pretend to matter so you don't spiral.
I was trying to be supportive. I saved up for a long time because I wanted to help, but if that makes you uncomfortable, then I won't be covering your tuition.
Oh, you're not gonna pay? Oh, bummer. How am I ever gonna get by without your contribution of $0 and 0 cents? You can say whatever you want. I'll never believe you. All that I want is to go to college and never have to be humiliated by your presence again. You don't belong in this part of my life. You never did. Are you?
All right then. I won't come to help with move-in either. You made it clear you don't want me there, and I'm not going to force anything.
Are you serious? You're actually not coming? Oh my God, that's amazing. I thought you'd show up and make it all weird. This is the best news I've gotten all week.
I'm glad that makes you happy. At least now we're both on the same page.
So, I hear you won't be helping Jenna move into her dorm. Finally coming to your senses, are you? Stepping aside so the right people can handle things?
That's right. She told me she didn't want me there, and I'm respecting that. It's her moment, not mine. I don't want to get in the way of what she wants.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, really, it was always a little awkward, wasn't it? You trying to play a part you were never meant for? I'll be going in your place, of course. At least she'll have someone who actually fits in.
That's probably a good idea. She'll be more comfortable with you there. I just want her to start off on the right foot.
And that right foot clearly doesn't involve you. Poor Jenna, having to grow up under your roof all these years? I can't even imagine how humiliating that must have been for her. A bright, ambitious girl saddled with a stepmother who never even went to college.
Well, she made it clear she didn't want my help, and I listened. That includes her tuition, by the way. I won't be covering it anymore.
Oh, please. You paying for medical school? Let's not pretend. You're a housewife, Emily. You don't exactly scream financial contributor.
I saved up over the years, quietly. I never made a big deal about it. I just wanted to help, but she told me she didn't want that from me, so I'm stepping aside.
Sure. You expect me to believe that you have enough saved to pay for even a semester at that school? Come on now, be serious.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't change anything. I had it set aside. It was real. But Jenna was clear. She doesn't want anything to do with me. Not my presence, not my help. So now she gets what she asked for.
What a tragic little story. The overlooked stepmother with a secret college fund and no credentials to back it up. It would almost be sweet if it weren't so laughable. Of course,
You're welcome to laugh. Honestly, if it makes you feel better, go right ahead. But I talked to James about all of this. He supports the decision. Completely.
Of course you drag James into it. You always do that. Twist things around until he doesn't know which way is up. Poor man, he used to have such potential before he got tied to you.
James is capable of thinking for himself, Felicia. And he's tired. Tired of the tension. Tired of the insults. Tired of being stuck between two people who don't respect each other. He made it very clear where he stands.
You keep telling yourself that. I've heard of the boy who cried wolf, but you're the tired old woman who lies to herself, hoping someone, anyone, believes her. It's honestly sad to watch. So
You've said your piece several times, loudly. You're welcome to believe whatever version of the story helps you sleep at night. I'm done trying to correct the record. It's not worth it anymore.
So you're just going to disappear then? No more pretending to be involved? No more little I packed your lunch moments? You're just stepping aside, just like that?
Yes, exactly that. Jenna made her decision. You've made yours. And now I'm making mine. From here on out, you can take care of her completely. I'm sure you'll find the role very fulfilling.
I just got off the phone with my school's finance office. They said no payments were ever made on my account. They're saying I'm not even enrolled for the semester. What's going on?
You'll have to talk to them directly about that, Jenna. But what they said is true. No payments have been made. Not anymore.
What? But Dad told me you were paying it. He said you were planning to take care of the tuition, room, and board, everything.
I was going to. I had everything set aside and ready to go. Until you told me, very clearly I might add, that you didn't want my help. So I stepped back, just like you asked.
Okay, but wait, are you being serious right now? You were actually going to pay for my tuition? Like, all of it?
Yes, all of it. I had no reason to lie about that. James knew. I knew. You just never wanted to believe it.
But how? How did you even manage to have that kind of money? You don't even have a degree. No, seriously, how? You're just I don't even know what you do. I always thought you just kind of stayed home and cooked or whatever.
I've heard worse. You're not totally wrong. I did stay home for a while, but I wasn't doing nothing. I saved. I budgeted. And a few years ago, I started investing. Stocks, mostly. They did well. Really well.
Wait, you invest? You're joking. Like, with real money? And what, you just magically got rich from that? That doesn't even make sense. People like you don't even know how to do that stuff.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. That mindset, that people without degrees are clueless, that's what Felicia drilled into your head, and you believed every word of it.
Well, yeah, she always said people who didn't go to college were just lazy or dumb, that they never amount to anything. And honestly, I thought she was right.
Of course you did. You trusted her. She raised you. But she's wrong, Jenna, and she's always been wrong about me.
I seriously can't believe this. I mean, the school I got into, it's one of the most expensive in the country, and you were just gonna cover that? All of it?
Yes, that was the plan. James wasn't going to be able to pay for it on his own. He didn't want to admit it, but the numbers just didn't add up. He said I didn't have to help, but I wanted to, because I believed in you.
You never said anything. You never told me.
You didn't want to hear it. You made it very clear that my involvement would be unwelcome, embarrassing even. And honestly, I thought staying quiet was the more respectful choice.
I messed up. Really messed up. I didn't think... I thought you were just trying to be in control or something. I didn't know it was real.
I know you didn't, and I don't blame you for being young, but I do expect you to live with your choices. You made it very clear you didn't want me in your life, and I listened.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean, not really. I was just frustrated, and God, I didn't think any of this would actually matter. I thought you'd be around no matter what, like you always were.
That's the thing, Jenna. I was always around, quietly, steadily, and you never saw it. Or worse, you did, and you just didn't care.
I care? I didn't mean for it to go this far. I didn't think you'd really pull out. Please, can we fix this?
I'm not angry, but no, we can't fix this. It's done. You asked me to stay out of your life, and now you've got exactly that.
But I worked so hard to get accepted. This was my dream. I earned it. You can't just let that all go to waste.
You're right. You did work hard. You earned your spot. And then you chose to throw away the help you needed to actually stay there. So, if it goes to waste, that's on you, not me. I wish you luck, Jenna, really. But this conversation's over.
So, I just spoke to Jenna. She's in tears, absolutely devastated. And you did this to her. How dare you stand by and let her entire future fall apart?
I'm doing exactly what you told me to, Felicia. Stepping out of her life, letting her grow without my influence. You said she didn't need me, and she agreed. So now I'm setting her free.
Oh, don't you dare twist this into some noble act. Don't act like you're doing anyone a favor. You've ruined her life. If you have any shred of decency left, you'll pay for her college tuition immediately.
I'm doing what's best for Jenna. Whether you believe that or not doesn't really matter to me. Sometimes what's best doesn't feel kind in the moment, but that doesn't make it wrong.
What on earth are you even talking about? She's a child. She needs support, not punishment.
If she were my biological daughter and she had treated someone the way she treated me, I would have made the same decision without hesitation.
Unbelievable. You're using discipline as an excuse to abandon her? She's a brilliant young woman. She deserves support, not sabotage. You're just bitter and jealous because you'll never be part of what she's becoming.
I'm not jealous, Felicia. Not of you, not of her education, and certainly not of the way you've shaped her view of the world. You taught her to look down on people like me. You trained her to mock what she doesn't understand. And now she has to learn that choices and words have consequences.
Oh, don't get self-righteous with me. You're just making excuses to hide what you are. Petty, insecure, and underqualified. I'll go straight to James. He'll see how insane this is. Of course.
James already knows. We're on the same page. He understands where I'm coming from and why I'm doing what I'm doing, and he supports me.
Of course he understands. Then you're both out of your minds. You should be ashamed. The two of you are supposed to be parents. You're supposed to help her, not leave her hanging like this.
If that's how you feel, then maybe you should help her. I mean, she's your dear, brilliant, precious granddaughter, isn't she? And you've never been shy about letting me know how highly educated and successful you are. Not to mention, with all the money your husband left you, you can handle the tuition without breaking a sweat.
Don't try to flip this on me. This isn't about my finances. This is about you making a promise and backing out.
Oh, I'm not flipping anything. I'm just stating the obvious. You were so quick to question my ability to pay. Maybe now is your chance to prove you're better at it. Or was all that superiority just for show?
Don't you dare try to turn this around on me. This isn't about my money or my husband or my education. You said you were going to pay, so pay. You owe her that much. You are...
I don't owe her anything, Felicia. I offered to pay out of love, not obligation, and she rejected that love, loudly. I'm not going to bankroll someone who spits in my face and calls me useless.
You are cruel, vindictive, just proving what we all suspected about you from the start. I can't believe James ever thought you were fit to raise a child.
That's fine. You can think what you like. I'm not here to impress you. Never have been. I'm here to do what I believe is right, and I still believe that setting boundaries is right.
You are a disgrace, Emily, an absolute disgrace. Don't bother contacting me again. I am done.
That makes two of us.
Emily, I tried, okay? I went to the university, I talked to the office, I begged them to give me an extension on the payment. I told them the money was coming, that it was just delayed, but they said no. They said I had days left or I lose my place.
That's standard procedure, Jenna. You signed the agreement. You knew the deadlines. They don't make exceptions just because things didn't go the way you hoped.
I asked Grandma if she could help, but she said no. Said it was your responsibility, not hers. I don't know what to do now. I don't even know if I can go anywhere else this late.
Then I guess you'll have to start thinking about other options. Maybe a gap year or community college. There's nothing wrong with either. People do it all the time.
Are you serious right now? That's it? That's all you've got to say? I am losing everything and you're just sitting there like it's a weather report?
You're not losing everything. You're facing the consequences of choices you made. You told me not to be part of this, Jenna. You made that very clear.
I was mad when I said that. I didn't think you'd actually let me crash and burn. I told all my friends I got into this school. I posted about it. I celebrated. I planned everything around it. And now what? I just look like a complete joke?
That's not my doing, Jenna. You were accepted. You earned that. No one's taking that from you. But how you chose to handle everything after that, that's on you.
So this is my fault now? You were the one who said you were going to pay. If you just followed through, none of this would be happening.
You're right. I did say that. And I was going to. Until you told me very clearly that you didn't want me to. That I wasn't welcome, that it would be humiliating if I paid. I just gave you what you asked for.
I didn't think you'd really do it. I thought you'd just, show up anyway, like always. I didn't know you were serious.
Then maybe this is the wake-up call you needed. You're not a child anymore, Jenna, and the world doesn't exist to shield you from your own decisions.
So that's it, huh? You ruined my college dreams just to teach me some kind of lesson? That is sick. You don't do that to people you claim to care about.
I didn't do this to you, Jenna. You did this to yourself. I gave you respect. I gave you space. You were the one who made it clear over and over that I didn't belong in your life. And now I'm finally listening.
I don't deserve this. I made a few mistakes, okay? But that doesn't mean I should lose everything. At least Grandma cares about me. She's the only one who ever had.
No, she's the one who taught you to look down on people, to treat love like a transaction. She convinced you that a diploma makes someone better than others, that kindness without credentials isn't worth anything, and now look at what that belief has cost you.
That's not fair. Grandma was happy until Grandpa died. She lived her life just fine. Don't try to make her out to be some kind of monster. She's all I have left. You know what? I'm done. I hate this. I hate you. I hate Dad for letting this happen. I'm going to live with Grandma. At least she understands me. At least she actually cares.
Jenna, wait. Please don't do that. You're upset. I get it. But if you go to her now, in this state, she's going to feed into everything that's already hurting you. She'll tell you you're right and everyone else is wrong, and you'll believe it and keep running down a path that leads nowhere.
Stop trying to control me. I don't want your lectures or your advice or anything else from you. I'm serious. Don't text me again. You're not my mom, and you never were.
Jenna, please don't do this. Let's talk about this, all right? Jenna? Jenna, are you there? Jenna, where are you? I went to your grandmother's house this morning. She said you weren't there. Are you okay? Please text me back. I'm really worried.
I'm at a cafe. I've been here since last night. She kicked me out. Said since I'm not going to college anymore, I'm no use to her. She's disappointed in me. She actually said she doesn't have a granddaughter anymore. Just like that.
Oh, Jenna. I'm so sorry. I knew she could be cruel, but to throw you out like that because of school? I don't even have the words. You didn't deserve that. No one does.
I thought she was all I had left. I messed everything up, and now even she doesn't want me. I said horrible things to you, to Dad, and now Grandma doesn't want me either. So I guess that's it. I don't have anyone left.
That's not true. Not even a little. You still have me, and you still have your dad. We've always been here, Jenna, even when you didn't see it. We've been waiting for you to come back.
There's no way you still love me after everything I said. I was awful. I was cruel. I acted like you were nothing. I don't even recognize who I was in the last few months.
You're 18, Jenna. This happens. People lose their way. They believe the wrong things, follow the wrong voices. But that doesn't mean that they're beyond forgiveness or love. I'm still behind you, all the way. That hasn't changed.
But I'm not even your real daughter. Why would you still care about me? Why would you want me back? You didn't raise me. We don't even have any of the same genes. I was horrible to you. You had every right to walk away.
I don't care about blood, Jenna. I never have. You've always been my daughter. From the day I married your father and came into your life, that's how I saw you. We've had struggles, sure. What family doesn't? But that never changed how I felt. You are and always have been my daughter. No conditions, no disclaimers. And right now, I want you to come home.
After everything I said? After everything I did? Even now, when I'm not going to college anymore?
Especially now. You not going to college? That just means you and I finally have something in common.
Oh my God, I don't deserve this. I really don't. I've been so mean. I treated you like garbage, said things I can't even believe came out of my mouth. I'm sorry.
I know, I remember. But I also remember what it felt like to care about you through all of it. I never stopped, not for a second. That's what being a parent is, Jenna. Not walking away when it gets hard.
I'm so sorry, Emily. I don't know how to make it right. I don't know where to start.
You just did. You reached out. You told the truth. You let yourself feel something again. That's a start. And when you're ready to come home, I'll be there. So will your dad. We never left.
Okay, I want to come home. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't want to do this alone.
You won't. Not for 1 second. I already talked to your dad, and we found someone who's willing to give you a job. It's nothing glamorous, just something to get you started, but it's a good place to begin.
A job? I've never even had a job. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I can do it.
Of course you can. Everyone starts somewhere, and you won't be doing it alone. I'll help you every step of the way. We're going to figure it out, together.
You really mean that? Even after everything?
Especially after everything. You're my daughter, Jenna, and I'm so proud of you for coming back. Now come home. We've got work to do, and a future to build.
Okay, I'm scared, but I'll give it a try.
I need to talk to you. What you did to Jenna, throwing her out when she had nowhere to go, that wasn't just cruel, it was unforgivable.
Oh, don't start with the dramatic. She made her choices and I made mine. If she's not going to college, she's not my problem anymore. Simple as that.
She's your granddaughter, not a problem. She came to you when she was at rock bottom, and you kicked her out. What kind of person does that?
One with standards. One who knows what matters in life. I didn't raise her to throw away her potential on some job in retail or whatever it is you've got planned for her.
What you raised her to do was believe that a piece of paper is the only thing that gives someone value. You made her think if she didn't have a degree, she was garbage. That's not guidance, Felicia. That's emotional abuse.
Please spare me the morality lesson. Education is everything. It's not just about the job, it's about class, dignity, respectability. That's something you've never understood.
I understand more than you think. Respect doesn't come from a diploma, it comes from how you treat people. You act like you're some gatekeeper to success, but all you've done is instill fear, not confidence.
What I did was prepare her for the real world. Not everyone can survive on compassion and soft words. Some of us had to build our status from nothing.
You didn't build her up, you boxed her in. You tied her worth to college, and when she didn't go, you cut her loose like trash. That's not parenting, that's vanity.
I will not be insulted by someone who barely scraped through high school herself. You were never qualified to be in Jenna's life, and now look at the mess you've made. She's ruined. Her future is gone. Don't.
No, Felicia, she's finally free. Free from your control. Free from believing her life only had value if it impressed you. She's not ruined. She's finally starting to grow.
Don't twist this. You refused to pay for her tuition. You let her fail. You made her choose between education and pride, and she chose wrong. That's your fault. I
didn't let her do anything. She told me she didn't want my help. She made that decision herself. And she deserved to face the consequences, not be thrown out like garbage.
I did what I had to do, and frankly, I stand by it. I earned my place in life through education, and I expect the same from her. That's the standard.
Did you, though? Funny thing, James told me something years ago, something his father told him. That you never graduated high school, that you dropped out when you were 16.
What? That's a lie, a disgusting low blow. I would never.
Really? Because you sound more panicked than offended. If it wasn't true, why are you scrambling so hard?
James's father never would have said that. He didn't know anything about my past. He wasn't even part of my life back then. There's no way he'd know something like that. Don't.
But you just admitted it. You said he wouldn't have known, not that it wasn't true. That slip? That was all I needed. James's dad did know, and he never said a word because he loved you. He kept your secret to protect your dignity, but you used your lies to humiliate everyone around you.
Don't twist this around. That man never said a thing because it wasn't his business. He respected me. He respected what I became. That's what mattered.
He did respect you, Felicia, and James respected you too, enough to keep the truth from Jenna. She looked up to you, worshipped you, and instead of being honest, you built your whole identity on something that wasn't even real.
I had to. You think anyone would have taken me seriously if they knew I never finished school? I made something of myself, and if that meant hiding the details, so what? I did what I had to do. I wasn't going to let anyone look down on me, not when I fought so hard to be taken seriously. And Jenna, she needed to learn that education is everything. It's the only thing that keeps you from being nothing.
You didn't teach her strength, Felicia. You taught her shame. You made her afraid to fail. You made her think love had to be earned with a degree. And all the while, you were lying to her, to everyone, about your own past.
I did it for her, so she wouldn't make the same mistake I did. I was nothing without credentials. Nobody listened to me until I pretended to be better than I was.
And that's the saddest part. You could have taught her that self-worth comes from within, that people make mistakes and still go on to do great things. But instead, you made her feel worthless, and when she finally stumbled, you abandoned her.
Oh, don't you dare try to paint me as the villain. I gave that girl structure, standards, direction. You gave her nothing. You were always just a soft placeholder until someone better came along.
Then why is she with me now, Felicia? Why did she run from you, from your standards, your structure, and come back to me, the nothing? Maybe because love, real love, isn't conditional on success, or status, or a lie.
You think you've won something here? You think you're better than me? She'll come back, just wait. She always does. They always do.
No, not this time, because now she knows who you really are, and I'm done pretending this can be fixed. Stay out of our lives, Felicia. Don't call, don't text. You're not welcome anymore.
You ungrateful little...
Goodbye, Felicia.
I don't know what kind of game you think you're playing, Emily, but it's over. I need you to fix what you did immediately. I can't take this anymore.
I'm going to need you to be a little more specific, Felicia. What exactly do you think I did?
Don't play dumb with me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Someone, and I have a pretty good idea who, has been spreading vile rumors about me, saying I abandoned my granddaughter, that I threw her out like she was garbage.
That's not a rumor, Felicia. That's what actually happened. You said it yourself. No college, no granddaughter. You made it perfectly clear. So maybe don't act shocked now that people are calling it what it is.
Don't try to spin this around on me. This is your fault. You need to do something about it. Now I won't have my name dragged through the mud over some teenage drama. Well,
You're barking up the wrong tree, Felicia. I didn't start anything, and neither did Jenna. A neighbor saw her. She watched Jenna run out of your house crying that night. A few days later, the neighbor saw her again, asked what happened, and Jenna told her the truth.
well, then she should have kept her mouth shut. What happens inside a family stays inside the family. She had no right to go blabbing to strangers.
She didn't blab. She was heartbroken, betrayed. And when someone asked her why she looked like her world had fallen apart, she answered honestly, that's all.
Please, you're going to sit there and act like she didn't mean for it to spread? She told people I kicked her out, then conveniently let them discover my private history? That girl's more vindictive than I thought.
It's not vindictive, Felicia. It's called being heartbroken. When Jenna found out that you'd lied to her all her life about who you were, about what you believed, she was crushed. You tied her identity to your image, and then that image shattered.
Well, now the entire neighborhood thinks I'm some sort of fraud. My friends won't even return my calls. People cross the street to avoid me.
That's not Jenna's doing, that's yours. Maybe if you hadn't built your whole persona around a lie, there wouldn't be a scandal to talk about.
You listen to me and you listen well. I want Jenna to go back to every single person she spoke to and fix this. I want her to tell them it was all made up, that I didn't abandon her, that I am a highly educated woman. You owe me that much.
No, Felicia, I don't owe you a thing, and neither does Jenna. She told the truth, that's it. You don't get to rewrite history just because the truth doesn't flatter you.
I am being socially destroyed. I am a laughingstock. If you two don't make this right, I swear.
What, Felicia? What will you do? You already lost the only people who cared about you, and now you're just the old woman who cried credentials. Goodbye, for good this time. Hey, just leaving now. Should be outside in about 10 minutes. Let me know if you want anything from that little bakery next door before they close.
No, I'm good. Honestly, I just want to sit in the car and be horizontal for a little while. My feet are killing me. Customers today were on a whole new level of annoying.
I don't doubt that, but you handled it like a pro. I could see it in your face when I stopped by last week. You're getting really good at this.
You think? I still feel like I have no idea what I'm doing half the time.
And yet, you keep showing up, pushing through, and figuring it out. That's what matters. Honestly, watching you these past few months, I've seen you change so much. It's been kind of amazing.
You're getting all soft on me now. What brought this on?
Nothing in particular. I'm proud of you. That's all.
It means a lot hearing you say that. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, like really sitting with who I was before, and I don't like that person. I was so wrapped up in all of Grandma's opinions, and I treated you like you didn't matter. I thought I was better than people who didn't go to college, and now that I'm actually working alongside those people, I can't believe how wrong I was.
That kind of reflection takes guts. A lot of people double down when they're wrong, but you didn't. You grew from it.
I guess I just started listening more. There's a woman I work with. She's in her 50s, didn't finish high school, and she's the smartest, most capable person I've ever met. She trained me, coached me, even covered for me once I was messed up, and all she said was, "That's what we do. We take care of each other." That hit me hard, because I used to think people like her were beneath me.
Sounds like you're finally seeing the world clearly. And you know what? That woman sounds a lot like someone else I know.
Like who?
Like you. Now, anyway.
You know, it's funny. I used to think hard work was something other people did because they had to. Like, I thought I'd just float straight into med school and never have to deal with any of this. But now, after dealing with rude customers, aching feet, weird coworkers, and getting yelled at over coupons, I think I actually needed this.
A lot of people do. You've learned things in the last few months that no classroom could have ever taught you, and you took those lessons seriously.
Yeah, I did. I've made peace with a lot, and I've learned not to be embarrassed about what I don't know yet. I'm still learning, still growing, but at least now I want to. That's the difference. Good.
It's a big difference. You're not the same girl you were a year ago, and I don't think your grandmother would even recognize you now.
Good, that's kind of the point. And thank you for everything. You didn't have to get me that job. You didn't have to let me come home, but you did. And because of that, I figured out who I want to be.
That's all I ever hoped for, that you'd figure it out your way. And you did. Better than I ever could have imagined.
I've made a decision, by the way. I still want to go to college. I want to study medicine. That dream never really went away. It just got buried under a lot of noise. But I want to do it differently now. I want to earn it. I want to work for it. I'll take classes while working. It'll take years, I know that, but I'll get there.
You really mean that? You're ready to go after it, the hard way? Because if you are, maybe we don't have to wait that long.
What do you mean?
Apply again next year. Same school, same goal. And when you get in, I'll pay for it.
Wait, seriously? You would do that? After everything?
Yes, because now I know you're ready. I always wanted to support you, Jenna. I just needed to know you were open to receiving it. Really receiving it. Now you are. You've proven to yourself and to me that you're ready to do the work. That's all I needed.
I don't know what to say. I'm not going to pretend I deserve this, but I won't waste it, I promise.
I know you won't. You're going to make an amazing doctor one day.
And I'll do my best to live up to that every step of the way. And this time, I won't take anything for granted.
Felicia never recovered her reputation the moment the truth came out about how she abandoned Jenna, about the lies she told for decades. The walls closed in fast. Friends stopped calling. Neighbors stopped waving. For a woman who built her entire identity on prestige and perception, it was the one thing she couldn't survive. But that's not what I think about now. What I think about is Jenna walking across the campus she fought to return to, head held high. She was accepted again, and this time it means more. She earned it on her terms. She faced herself, her fears, and her mistakes, and grew from them. She chose humility, hard work, and grace. I'm proud to be paying for her education. I told her it was never about the money. It was about who she was when she accepted the help. The friend of James who originally gave her a job was sad to see her go. She made an impact there, too. Jenna has a difficult road ahead. Med school isn't easy, but neither is growing up. And after everything she's overcome, I know this much for sure. She's going to be just fine.